Today, we're hoping to calm the fears around acupuncture for anyone who gets prickly around needles.
Yes, here is your warning right now. We will be doing acupuncture in this segment, and by we, I will be having myself needled.
Yeah.
And we're doing with our friends at ORA. It's a holistic healing destination that provides a variety of services, including acupuncture. Joining us this morning to chat about the benefits, bust some myths, are Kimberly Ross, the founder and CEO of ORA, and Gabriel Sher, the Chief of Acupuncture. Sir,
I like that
welcome
title.
to New York Living, you guys. So, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So Kim, how did you get into the wellness business?
So I first opened ORA in 2020 after experiencing a lot of great relief from acupuncture. It helped me a lot for my own digestive issues and anxiety, and just thought more and more people could benefit from it. So we started ORA, which is rooted in traditional Chinese medicine and can help with so many different benefits, from my own digestive issues to fertility, immunity, pain relief.
So what is the experience like? Just if someone say they're going to cut, they like what they see, they're going to come into ORA, what can we expect when we arrive?
So at ORA, we really wanted to make a meditative escape. So while New York City is super crazy and stressful and everyone's lives are really busy, really wanted to make ORA as relaxing as it is healing. So from the moment you walk in, you're greeted and brought to your private treatment room where your acupuncturist will meet you and really tailor the treatment towards you and what you're experiencing that day, and really helping you to kind of disconnect and unplug. After, you can have one of our teas and tonics, which were also formulated by an acupuncturist and include Chinese herbs to really complement the treatments.
Fantastic. So Alex, you're going to do a treatment.
Yes,
Gabriel, are you ready? Chief acupuncturist.
I am ready.
Sir, she's going to take off her shoes because this is part of the experience.
If I just stop talking, it's because I fell asleep.
Talk to us about how acupuncture actually works.
So acupuncture in general is...
I'll move with you so you have
no,
access
you're
to your
good.
stuff.
So acupuncture, we think of it as, we think there's channels that run through the body, and what we're trying to do is open up channels. Western always says that when you do acupuncture, it increases blood flow, tells the body where a problem is, and releases endorphins. We think of it as kind of like river, dam, opening up everything and getting things circulating.
Okay. And I see you have an alcohol swab.
Yes.
Is that meant to be to disinfect wherever you're gonna?
Exactly.
Where are we doing this?
So I'm doing just a group of points, very small group of points, 4 points on your body and then 1 on your head and 2 in your ears. They're all to calm spirit and get things moving. I'm using LI4 and liver 3. They're called the 4 gates. They get everything kind of circulating through your body. I'm using Do 20, which is a good centering, calming point, and then Shen Men, which is kind of a really good anxiety point.
These names, are they pressure point? What
I
are
made them up. No, I'm totally kidding. No, so they're all Chinese names, and there's different points that are on the channel. So there's a group of 12 channels that run through the body, and those are what I'm using.
I'm curious, while you're doing this, these are, and Kim or Gabriel, feel free to answer this. The needles, this is not like a needle when I get a vaccine or a needle when I'm donating blood.
Okay?
This is a very specific needle.
It is, and it really is only the width of a hair. So people hear
it's the width
needles.
of a hair.
I don't do needles, that's why I'm closing my eyes, but I didn't even feel that.
I'm scared too.
Are you really?
No,
Stop
come
it.
on.
I'm like,
So
you're in the long run, let it work.
It's the width of a hair.
Yes, so it's not like the needle from the doctor's office. It really is, you barely feel it if you feel it at all.
Okay.
I'm great.
Yes.
Good.
How does it feel, Yipik?
I don't feel anything. I'm
Good.
okay.
Fantastic.
Are
Now,
you relaxed?
Gabriel,
Yes.
you've never met Alex before.
Correct.
So you are just, this is like entry level.
This is like a general concept. What we do is we love to feel the pulse and look
Okay.
at the tongue, and that's our diagnostic tool. So it tells you everything about the person is by the tongue, and it's super, super easy. Stick out your tongue, it's fun.
Oh.
Should I say
dear.
this on national TV?
Go for it.
Okay, so there's it's not horrible, but there's stress in your body and there's anxiety.
Well, I could've
And
told you
water
that.
is wet.
And yes, water's wet. So, right. So there's 2 emotions in Chinese medicine. There's liver and there's heart. Liver is like stressed, irritable, frustrated. Heart is like overthinking in your head, more anxiety.
Sure.
Actually, she's not horrible. She's like a 4 or 5 on both, which is pretty good compared
That's
to a
not
lot of my
bad yet.
patients.
Balance.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is not.
That's why I go to the gym, everybody.
There
Correct.
you go.
'Cause I
But think
throw
of like
heavy-
acupuncture, and that most basic concept is that it's really just kind of, it's like a river and a dam, and you're opening up the dam and trying to get everything kind of flowing again. We think in Chinese medicine that when there's stagnation, that's when disease forms.
Sure.
So like if you have a bad stomach, if you're emotionally very stagnant, what we're trying to do is just open those
Move things up.
Yeah.
Move things up and around.
Correct.
Okay,
So,
I have a question. Can I ask you a question?
Please.
Bring it on.
So we're doing this once. I'm assuming all of my issues aren't to be cured. What is? I'm sure it's
You're
individualized.
good after today.
I'm good after today. I'm a new woman. What is the treatment like? Or is everybody different with how often they should come, or is it just how does that work?
Yeah, usually it depends on which situation you're coming in for. If you have stomach problems, if you have gynecological problems, if you have pain, everyone's going to be very different. But it's usually, I usually tell people 3 to 4 sessions, and then we kind of reevaluate and see where we are.
Okay.
A lot of times, if it's an acute pain, so somebody threw out their back, we can get rid of that in 1 or 2 sessions. But if it's more chronic, like just like a chronic back pain, then it might take 8 to 10 sessions. But it's, we always, at ORA, we try to reevaluate every time somebody comes in
What
to see
about
where they are.
somebody suffering from menopause?
That's a good question. So that we use a combination of acupuncture and herbs. Herbs help to kind of, they're the homework that you do each week, and they kind of help balance out the system. So usually that's more of an ongoing thing. So you might come in every other week for about 3 or 4 months, and then we kind of, again, we'll reevaluate every time we come in. So we make sure that you're getting better, and the night sweats or the dryness or all those things that come with menopause is
But
helped.
you will really feel better after the first session. So it might not be everything is fully healed, but you'll walk out feeling more relaxed. Your nervous system has been, reset,
Sure.
and you'll feel that immediately.
So if you're going to have acupuncture, is there anything specific you need to do the night before or the day of, or you just walk in?
Make sure you eat. I think that's kind of important. I should
okay.
have asked you.
She did.
I
gave her some fruit.
Okay, good. That's pretty much it. Usually you can wear loose clothing and be, just make sure that you're comfortable, but we have, at ORA, we have different outfits that we put you in so that you're really comfortable.
And then when you're done with the treatment, what should you expect to feel?
So we leave the needles in for about 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
And, as Kim was saying earlier, New York's crazy and there's so many things going on. And what we tried to create at ORA was a very, very calming space where people can actually have 25 minutes to be present with their body.
Sure.
And that's what the hardest thing is. We go day to day all the time and just kind of exist, and we don't pay attention to our body. And this gives you that 25 minutes to kind of start to feel things and kind of be more present. So that's one of our huge goals.
Fantastic.
I have one last question for you. I've heard the term acupressure as well. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so acupressure, we use a group of different points. We use a combination, so there's a famous point called pericardium 6, which is a really good point, which is the famous point for when women feel very nauseous or when you go on a cruise. You can press on those points. You press for about 6 to 8 seconds, and then you can just release. So this one is the famous point for headaches. So it's called hagu in Chinese medicine, and what you can do is press that. That's a fun thing at like a party to squeeze somebody's hand right there.
Party tricks.
Party tricks, so that's like a really good one. So those are 2 really good combinations that you can use. Acupuncture is a little stronger, but we like acupressure to use at times, and we have like a massage at ORA that incorporates
Fantastic.
that.
You two are a wealth of knowledge.
Oh, I
Thank
can't
you
wait to
so
go.
much.
Thank you.
You've got about 20 more minutes to just sit and be.
You
ORA
guys,
has
thank